Hey guys, this is Mountain Man with B2B Bushcraft here, showing some mods I made to the Kabar USMC sheath. And we're going to work right from top to the bottom, so let's get started. The first thing you see here is the loop that I've got. I will do a video, I just have not had time. I have to go to the store and get a dowel or something to do this on. But it's essentially the same way you whip the end of the rope. And I will get around to it. I don't know how long it'll be. But if you get frustrated, you could do it yourself. It's not that hard. I made it up entirely. So pull the knife out of here. The next thing you see on here is these loops. It's just sewn over at a 90-degree angle so it fits in here. And then I sewed it up top on these two belt loops. So it's a drop-down rig, or drop leg rig for your knife sheath. Because when I'm bushcrafting or hiking around, I don't like my knife up on my hip. I think it kind of gets in the way, especially if you got a backpack on, a big technical pack. It can be really agitating to your sides and whatnot. So I put it on a drop leg, and it hangs down there. It's right, easy access, right at hand level, so I can whip it out whenever I need to. I don't have to pull my shirt up, dig my knife out, pull it out of the sheath, and then go to whatever I was doing. I can just pull it right out. Give you a close up right there. Okay, when you've got it on the drop leg, it's going to bounce around a lot. So I've got this loop, and all it is a piece of paracord. It's a loop tied in one end, an overhand knot, and one of these little tension things on the other end, so you can adjust the tightness of it. You just pull it like that, and it pops right out. That hole in the sheath. The sheath comes with that hole in it. And you just see this right here. I did that so I could take it off. I was originally going to attempt to sew a strap on there somehow, but that proved to be too difficult. Which, I ended up sewing stuff to the back of it anyway, the way I was going to sew the strap. But, anyway, we'll move on. The other thing I didn't like about this knife was that, let me pull all this out of here, was that this loop is too big. Nobody in the entire world needs a loop that big. I mean, it's almost as big as my hand. It's actually, compared to the knife blade, almost as big as a whole knife blade. So I took some stainless steel snaps, punched 2 holes in there, pounded the snaps on. Now I can have, if I'm going to carry it on my hip, which I do when I'm just running around the house and stuff, but I don't have a backpack from backpacking, I've got the option to carry it higher on my belt, or the option for lower, and this half also is for that little drop leg thing. And then I can open it back up if for some reason I need to, and I've got the normal big fat loop. The next thing I did was I sewed this little pouch on the back. Now it looks kind of funny, I'll admit that. I'm not a professional leather worker. I kind of have rudimentary tools. I'm looking to get in some new ones so I can do some good stuff here. But what I just did was I used some leather cement and I glued this around right here. Then I sewed down. I didn't sew the bottom because then you'd end up sewing the sheath shut and the knife blade would cut it up anyway. Then I ran the glue on the sides right here and right here to seal the edges, cut off the excess. And now I have a little pouch where I can stuff my sewing needle. If you watch the Wilderness Outfitters channel, Dave Canterbury, he keeps a sail needle. I'll go grab one. Tape the back of his sheath. Now, sorry for kicking the stand right there. I had that on there for a little while, but with the leather sheath, the duct tape or whatever you're using to stick it on there doesn't really work well. So I came up with this idea. You can also put like band-aids and stuff back there. The needle just slips in and you can tuck it behind the little flap right there. And it's got good retention. It's not going to come out no matter what I do. And it's easy to pull right out. Right there and handy. Whatever size needle you choose. That one's a little bit smaller. My other one is downstairs. I left it in the garage. what I'd plan to do in the future is sew a fire steel loop on here. I have the leather and the stuff to do that. I just got to sit down and do it. This right here took me 3 hours to do, just because I had to let the glue set, and it's really hard to sew through this leather because this inside stuff here is really hard. It was just a real big pain in the butt. But I think it was worth the effort it took, and it makes the whole venture worth it to me. So anyway, guys, I'll probably do one more video tonight. I've actually made a few in the past few days, but when I was done editing them and I watched them before I put them on YouTube, they didn't just seem like good material. They were kind of stupid stuff, so I'll find something else good to do tonight, and I guess I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.